The fall exhibitions for the University of Michigan Museum of Art focus on the theme that America was built on slave labor and stolen land. The two exhibitions are You're Welcome by Canepa Hanske Luger and Hear Me Now, The Black Potters of Old Edgefield, South Carolina. The UMMA director is Christina Olson. She has been enthusiastic about leading these conversational topics for the museum. She is quoted saying, "Museums have to, this is our obligation, and I especially think that campus-based museums have to. We are the museums that are the freest and the bravest, or we should be. We do not have boards, we are about art and ideas. We are for a generation that will be leading all of them. And we have this incredible bed of experts, historians, and art historians and scholars." The first exhibition, You're Welcome, has three facets to it. When you first walk into the museum, you notice that the outside of the building has been whitewashed in porcelain slip. This is a commentary on the practice of whitewashing over the ugly parts of the past. The coating is designed to be washed away by weather and time, another layer to the commentary. As you come closer, you will notice the word gift sculpted on the pillars at the front of the building. They are also in porcelain slip. They are focused on the 1817 Treaty of Fort Meigs and highlight the difference of the word between European and indigenous tribes of the Ottawa, Chippewa, and Potawatomi tribes, the former being given as a gift, the latter being a sacrifice. This will also be washed away by weather and time. Once inside, you will find the final piece of You're Welcome, titled This Is Not a Snake, / The One Who Checks and the One Who Balances, a commentary on the 2016 Dakota Access Pipeline protests. It is made of riot gear, ceramics, fiber, steel, oil drums, concertina wire, ammunition cans, trash, beadwork, and other found objects. The installation is set to interact with / consume other artworks in the museum's collection that will be personally selected by Luger. Director Olson commented on the piece, "That's really witty and funny, and sharp-elbowed at museums. This snake that is ingesting the museum objects in a white cube gallery." Luger is hailed as one of the most celebrated contemporary artists in the world. Hear Me Now, The Black Potters of Old Edgefield, South Carolina. This installation comes from the era approximately 50 years before the emancipation of slaves in America. Edgefield stoneware was known as being durable, affordable, and having an impervious glaze. It was a staple in South Carolina and neighboring areas. The stoneware was made entirely by slaves across multiple potteries, and the slave owners took credit for the work. The exhibition has more than 60 objects, including a large collection of storage jars made by enslaved potter and poet David Drake. In 1830, he began signing the pottery with his name and the date. Many of the pieces feature his short poems in elegant cursive. This was incredibly brave and dangerous, as South Carolina law at the time prohibited slaves learning to read and write. Director Christina Olson stated, "I see an extraordinary work of art and history intermingled, and I see an act of resistance. They have a majesty and a size. To make the pot, for the pot to survive. To write on the pot when writing was something that would get your fingers amputated. To write poems on the pot, giving me goosebumps even as we talk about it." More than 100 slave names were found and finally given the credit they deserved for these masterpieces. The exhibits will be available to view at the museum along with other exhibits through the fall and winter seasons. A great artistic and cultural learning opportunity for all.